Hello and welcome back to Weekend Cartoon Reviews. I am very, very, very sorry that this is late. I am so sorry, but there will be another one coming soon after this, hopefully. And yeah, the reason is because my recorder just wasn't working and I desperately tried several times to get it to work. Now that it's working, we can get started. Okay, so, what is The Amazing Maurice about? Well, I'm just gonna start the video by saying I have not read the original source material to this. I didn't really know this was based off of a book until later on. But yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so the movie wasn't that good. It's mid. I don't really know what there is to unpack here. It's just not a very great movie. The runtime is an hour and 30 minutes long, something like that, but it really did feel like longer. And honestly, the way that the story is set up, I mean, okay, fine, but it's a little too meta, you know? Because, just saying, oh, this is how a story plays out, there's foreshadowing and this and that, it just, okay, you don't need to explain to us. It's called show, don't tell for a reason, you know? And the narrator, some things didn't really make sense to me, like the fact that she's the one supposed to be telling the story, but then she gets put into the story abruptly, randomly into the movie. And the movie more so focuses on the two human characters rather than the cat, who was the marketing for the movie. Well, I don't really see any marketing for this thing, but on the poster, he's on the poster. He's the only character on the poster. The humans aren't even on the damn poster. And it seems to want to focus on them more than this cat, who's a con artist, and has this relationship with the mice, and that he lies to them and says that there's this whole magical world full of talking animals, and that some animals talk and some don't. It's poorly established how some can talk and some don't, in my opinion. But I'm gonna be real, I didn't hate this movie. I just genuinely don't see how kids would find this movie enjoyable either, or families for that matter. I ain't get a single laugh at all inside my theater, if I'm being honest with you. It's just very dull and bare bone. The animation isn't inspiring either. It's very, very generic, in my opinion. It's just... I just don't think that this movie had a reason to exist. I mean, one of the movie's opening jokes is a piss joke. So... yeah, I mean, if those were going to be the jokes for the whole movie, I definitely would have hated this more. But I don't hate it. It's a harmless movie, but I just don't see kids getting into this thing. I'm gonna try to say more if I can, because, the mice, there's a scene with the mice fighting the dogs, and, the story feels like it's gonna pick up at some points of the movie, but then it just doesn't, and it goes nowhere, and it's a little frustrating. I'm grateful for the film's runtime being that long, but I mean, the movie's not cliche or anything, but it's just, the narrator character, I forget her name, is telling the guy that, hey, isn't this the part where you're supposed to discover some natural ability, as if, I mean, of course, it's a movie, it's supposed to have a plot, but come on, this is just meta humor, not good. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's Velma level bad, no. God, no, the humor might be on par with Velma, but it's not, as bad as Velma, no. I wouldn't say that at all. Velma's is definitely worse, because they're gonna say, oh, we're not gonna do this, but that, because of trope, then they do this. It's not annoying like that. It's still a bit annoying to me, but, it's not annoying in the sense that you think, because for meta humor to work, I took notes from Saber Spark on this, it has to have nuance for it to work, and it just doesn't. Here it just, why? Just tell the story. Tell the goddamn story. I would have much preferred a story between the Rat King and the rats with this con artist cat, which the cat is a fun character. I'll give him that. He's fine. And, the fact that they said that the girl says something along the lines of, I'm gonna work with you guys because they wouldn't believe me if I said that they could talk to animals, but the animals are clearly talking in front of a village. This just goes place to place to place with no rhyme or reason. I can't even tell you what this movie is about, because it just feels like a mess. It's a mess. I can't even tell you what the movie's main focus is. It's that hard to distinguish, and kids' films should not be this complex. I'll allow a little complexity here and there for animated movies as long as I can understand them, and probably kids in general, because I mean, take Puss in Boots 2, for example. That has a complex plot, but it's at least, I can at least understand it. And plus, it was funny. It was a funny movie. Here, the humor is dry as hell. Just, the writing is just... Know what I mean? It's just like, why? Like, why? Why is there so much meta humor there? It's so unnecessary to have that much of it. Just like saying, oh, this is the part where you're going to discover some natural ability. Like, lady, this is real life. I mean, I know this is an animated movie, and you're supposed to go off the boundaries, but, like, they're just listing common tropes, and, like, just like, oh, haha, we listed this, or haha, we listed that. Oh, how you're going to get us out of this mess with this magic. It's like, enough. Enough. We get it. That's what's in an animated movie. I shouldn't be so frustrated about this, but come on. If your movie's just gonna be this and that, and like it goes places without a rhyme or reason. I mean, I could at least somewhat follow the movie. It was a bit hard to follow at times. I mean, the cat, I'll give the cat props, Maurice. Like, the voice was great. The voice performance was good there. The voice acting, I'll forgive that. The voice acting's good. I gotta give credit where it's worth there. Voice acting was good. It's just dull. The movie was just very dull. And, like, the, quote, comic relief, this mouse, just wasn't very funny. Just nothing about this movie was very funny. And then, of course, there's the liar revealed trope, which... I don't even know how to describe this liar revealed trope. I mean, I don't know if it was a necessity to the plot or whatnot. But, I mean... They just, like, after, like, it feels like a couple seconds have gone by, and then they're all of a sudden back together. Everything just works itself out, and defeating the Rat King and such. And I was just sitting there waiting for the movie to be over, hoping that it would be done. And it's just, yeah, like, I don't see how kids could get into this movie. Parents, I don't think, should get into this. I mean, it's not bad. Like, your kid could be watching worse things, but... It's just not very good either, so it's just a very mid movie. I've had some people tell me that they walked out during this movie, and I've had others tell me that they did enjoy the movie, which, it's fine. You're entitled to have your own opinion. Don't make my videos say, oh, you have to hate this. Don't make my opinion change yours on things. Please. Because everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and I definitely have a lot of unpopular takes myself, especially with anime. Which, I have plans to make a full video reviewing 30 anime in total, because I want to add more variety to my reviews and add more anime aside from movies. But aside from that, I don't really know what else there is to say. I've tried to say as much as I could about this movie, but this is really it. It's just a dull, bare-bones animated movie. I mean, at least the plot isn't, like, too cliche to a point where it's annoying, because if it is, I would have definitely said... yeah, this is a really, really bad movie. But, like, yeah, it's just too meta, and the amazing Maurice, you're not so amazing. In fact, you're very mid. Sorry. I don't know what else to say other than that. But yeah, that's it. Bye, everyone.